Welcome to the stage, please, Shawn Hart.
Woo! Do I get a walk-up song? No walk-up song? What's up? Thank you, sir. That's it. Is that 90s rap? You gonna mic me up there? I'm so nervous, Mike. I've never done this.
So nervous. My goodness. That's your clicker there.
That's the clicker? All right, I want to do a quick survey, though. I got to wake you all up after lunch. I got money in my pocket. Don't worry. That's my girl right there. You've seen this act. All right, you haven't seen this one. So who come here to learn today? Who came to have fun? This young man. What's your name? What is it? Damir. Welcome, young man. You're an entrepreneur? All right, so we're going to have a little fun here, and then I'm going to show you guys something that I've pretty much been keeping to myself all year. But first of all, how many of you here are entrepreneurs? It took me like 30 years to spell that word. Okay, so most entrepreneurs say yes to at least 5 of these following questions. So I want you to keep track, and if you can relate, when you get to 5, I want you to stand up, okay? So, do you, or let's say, are you filled with energy? How many of you can say yes to that? Okay. Does your mind get flooded with ideas? Okay, that's 2. Are you driven? Okay. Are you restless? Me too. Are you unable to keep still? Are you at 5? Okay, we have 1 victim. Just keep standing. Stand up. Stay up there, Sebastian. Okay. Do you often work on a little sleep? Is that you? If you reach 5, stand up. Okay. Can you be euphoric? Okay, we're getting there. Euphoric. Can you be euphoric? Yes. Are you easily irritated by minor obstacles? Yes. All right. Why aren't you standing, Melanie? Can you burn out periodically? Stand up. If you reach 5 of these, stand up for me. I still don't have you in the back. All right. Do you act out sexually? I'm just reading. Do you feel persecuted by those who do not accept your vision? Yes. Stand up. All right. Now, I want you guys to look around the room and see that you're not alone. Every single one of you standing, every single one of you have just self-identified as being bipolar. Okay? Give yourself a... Yeah, this is part of the show. This is part of the act. I have no idea. Who pulled the fire drill? What do we do? Okay, you can sit down now. All right. Do we go on, Melanie? Never miss an opportunity for content. Are we really leaving? All right, that's our cue to get out of here. Just leave your wallets on the table. Yes. Is this legit? Get out of the room. It's a fire alarm, not a fire. You okay? Well, we were just getting warmed up. Mariana, right? Quick, take the baby.
So this was not part of your plan?
It was. You left your wallet on the table, right? That's
Speech might
embarrassing.
have been too good.
This is part of the mafia offer,
Hey,
baby.
this is lit, man. This is lit.
Yeah, that's good.
Look at my baby. Hey, dude. Are we still live? Hey, George.
Can you?
You didn't want me to sit in here. I was just going to talk his head off and let you sit up front. I didn't know that you guys were an item. You don't advertise it.
I'm gonna make it a two.
They didn't know that Crystal was my wife in our business until she was pregnant. Serious. I asked Mike, I said, how are they related? He said, they're married. They're a couple. No clue. Isn't that crazy? Okay, we're back. I'm back. All right, here we are. Audio check. Hey, that was just a false alarm there. No fire.
Let's go, Shawn.
20 seconds. You got to start the slides too when you get a chance.
There is no power to these microphones.
Uh-oh. Somebody's back there.
2211.
We're going to get started again real soon, those of you watching the live stream.
We're back online.
We just had a real live fire drill.
Well played, Shawn.
You're welcome. That's because my presentation is lit. You know, that's what happens.
Fire!
I have one on here.
Yeah, this
And
one.
mine. Oh, that one went dead on you? He's going to take this time off of my presentation, I'm sure. So we're good?
Yeah, you're good. I don't think these are working yet. Give me a second. I'm going to find out.
Good thing I'm loud. I'm going to go ahead and get started without the mic. Okay, Mike? All right, guys, welcome back. We're missing a few of you. You guys leave some of your comrades outside? Somebody smoking a cigarette or something? No, it's not on, but it's a good thing I'm loud. Mike's working on it, but I didn't want to waste any more time. So should we get started or should we wait on the rest of them? Let's go. All right, so first of all, I want to thank you who's promoting this event, Avast, Fortinet, Gatita, Scale for E-Tel. They're doing a phenomenal job, aren't they? You guys having a good time? Give them a hand. That's for you, Melanie. That's for you. So let's do a quick, by show of hands here, or we can't show hands. We have 3 different options. So I'm going to do a quick survey, okay? What do you believe is the most important part of your e-commerce business? How many of you believe it's your product? Just raise your hand. Okay, Melanie? How many of you think it's your brand? Okay? So if everyone doesn't raise their hand on this next one, that means you're not listening, right? How many of you believe it's your customers? Woo! All right, guess what? You're right. It is your customers. And my clicker's not working. There we go. Your customers are the most valuable asset of your business. And let me tell you why. We could have a list a mile long. But the one thing that I promise you cannot survive without is your customers. If you have nobody to tell your story to, who's going to buy your products? Customers, yes. Customers are the most important. So here, we're going to have 6 key takeaways here, and I promise I'm going to come in under time this time, Mike. But first of all, who the heck am I? Number one, first and foremost, I'm a husband, and I love it. My wife and I actually enjoy hanging out together after 17 years. Can you believe that? So when I get finished, I'm going home. Well, after the next event. I'm a father of 4 wonderfully, well, I have 3 wonderful children, and one of them, jury's still out on her a little bit. I've been an entrepreneur my entire life. A published author. I'm a private pilot, which I was just bragging about early. Don't get too excited. I can't fly anything big. I'm a marketing coach, and I love to speak and share. I've sold over $1 billion in products in my long career, but that just means I'm old. I've earned the gray hair. We've launched over 1,000 private label products, created 53 unique brands, and just like Brother Carlos, I've exited 17 businesses. I'm still working on number 18. How many are you up to now? You're 17. All right. I'm going to race you to 18. I've coached thousands of Amazon sellers just like you in this room since 2014. But before we jump in too deep, I need to make an admission of guilt here, if you don't mind. Can I be honest with you guys? Okay. I'm terrible at being organized. I stink at keeping books. I've been audited 2.5 times. And I suck at managing teams and business operations. But I've become an absolute expert at turning Amazon businesses just like yours into cash gushing machines. I've authored 3 books in the last 12 months. Have you guys ever heard of any of these? We have Private Label Millionaire Secrets, How I Sold an Additional $62 million on Amazon, and 49 Amazon Seller Hacks Revealed. How many of you read any of these? You have? Oh, he's got one in his hand. So I'm going to do an ethical bribe right here, okay? I like to pay you all to pay attention. How many of you have ever earned money coming to one of these events? All right? I know you have. Antonio has too. But how often do we come to an event like this and we take all these notes, and we take pictures of slides, and we go home and we forget everything and do absolutely nothing? Be honest. Can you relate? Every time. So this is my way of making sure you go home with some actionable, impactful content. So who can tell me the names of 3 of these books? Yes, in the back. You got it. Private Label Millionaire Secrets. I got a $50 bill here waiting on you. Give me the other 2. Yes. What else, Antonio? You guys are going to have a hard time splitting $50. All right. Come get it. Someone. Whoever gets it first can have it. There you go. There you got it. All right. Who won the foot race? Hey, we have a mic now. So here's what most sellers are getting wrong. This is what you're doing, okay? You make a sale on Amazon, and then what? Then you immediately go out looking for new customers using sponsored ads or whatever the latest ranking hack is. Are we guilty of this? This is wrong. You're forgetting about the most important part of every single business. And what is that? The customers, exactly. Here's what your business should and could look like. You make a sale on Amazon, and then you do what we call post-purchase marketing. That is, market to your existing customers after the initial purchase. And it's everything that happens after the initial sale that makes a difference in our business. Amazon builds this almost impenetrable wall between us sellers and the buyers, right? But it doesn't have to be that way. There are certain actions that you can take that you can tear down this wall and create a relationship with that most valuable asset of your business, which is who? Your customer. All right, let's talk about the 67% factor. My Amazon revenue is up 67% specifically from the simple ideas that I'm sharing with you today. And what I've found is that this number is true across the board for the most successful sellers that I've worked with around the world. Now, 67% doesn't sound like a lot, does it? Or does it? It does sound like a lot. So, for $50, young man, what is the percentage that I'm talking about here? How much? Give me a number. How many? 67. Come get your money. There you go. Hey, take a picture, Mom. Come here, buddy. Can we take a picture? Come up here. Good job. All right. Now I got you woke up, right? You just missed that one, Athena. This young man just won $50. Oh, I'm going backwards now. Okay, here we go. Now, I want you to think about this just for a minute. Only you probably know how many zeros are in your Seller Central account each month. But ask yourself, what would a 67% increase in sales mean for your business? How much is that worth for you? Don't say it out loud, but just put a pin in that, okay? Let's do some simple math. If you're doing $100,000 on Amazon today, then this is worth an extra $67,000, right? Simple math. If you're already doing $1 million, which some of you are, this is an additional $670,000. Is that meaningful? All right, so let's talk about customer lists. How many of you here actually have a customer list? Anyone? Let me see here. So we have like 6 people have customer lists. Now, is that a list of transactions from Amazon? Or is that a list of people who actually purchase from you? Name, address, phone number, email. Yes? Congratulations. You all need to move to the head of the class. All right? Every single business, I don't care what you're selling or giving away, we all pay for traffic, including this hotel, my business, your business, this young man's future business. What kind of business are you in? Your mom's business. Does she pay for new customers? Probably. We're either paying in money or we're paying in time, right? Or both. Some of us use billboards, television ads, direct mail, or radio campaigns. Every business pays for new traffic. You agree? Okay. Now, Who can tell me for 50 bucks the 4 forms of media I just shared? What'd you say? Billboards? Hey, whoa. It's not phone a friend time. What do you have? Yes? 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 One more. Yeah, come over here and get your money. Hey, look, guys. I'm gonna be here all day. There he is. And look. Look, these questions are going to come up. It's kind of like the McRib sandwich. It's coming back. You just don't know when, right? And that's how these questions are. So, Lisa, can you tell me which president is on the $50 bill for 50 bucks? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You don't know this guy? It says Grant right there. All right, you failed. Billboards, TV ads, direct mail, radio, and all types of other media. Are you all entertained right now? I know I am. I'm having the time of my life. It just never lasts long enough. Here's my joke of the week, by the way. Are there any Amazon aggregators in the room? Who? No one? Carlos, you're going to love this one. What do you call an Amazon aggregator at an Amazon seller convention? A barista. Hey, you'll get it later. You like that one? I keep going backwards. I need my clicker, guys. There we go. Amazon, this is the thing I want you to understand. As an Amazon seller, you're really spoiled because Amazon's sending you buyers every single day for better than free. And what do I mean by that? You're making a profit from customer acquisition. You're just not seeing it that way yet. If you're making consistent, profitable sales on Amazon, and you should be, if you're not making a profit, you just have a very expensive hobby. But if you're making profitable sales, Amazon's sending you customers for better than free. In fact, with this, you're getting paid to acquire new customers. Now, do you see the difference? Are you guys with me on this? Yes. Who here is getting paid to acquire new customers? Every single person. You're just not seeing it that way yet. That's what I'm here for. You have customers in your sales funnel every single day. And if you apply a few simple strategies, you can make your existing Amazon customers more valuable through strategic follow-up campaigns and create a lifetime relationship that's mutually beneficial. You need me to stand still, Natalia? Okay. Let me tell you a quick story. This is how I discovered how truly important my customer list was. Back in 2010, I sent a follow-up direct mail campaign. Yes, a postcard in the mail. I am old. I've earned this gray hair, believe me. Sending that postcard to 70,000 customers who had registered for my warranty created $500,000, an absolute windfall in additional revenue that I would have never seen had I not sent a postcard. Is that pretty powerful? Look at this very unremarkable postcard. It's almost embarrassing how ugly and yellow it is. I created this. You can tell I'm not a designer, right? But I sent this postcard to my customer list of 70,000 people who purchased this product called the eye heater, and it generated $500,000 in revenue. Now, this is a $20 million a year business. $500,000 for a few postage stamps, 70,000 of them, is a pretty good return on investment. Would you agree? So I mailed this again to see what would happen. And I mailed this exact same offer, the same postcard to the same customer list over and over and over again. And the results were always similar. $500,000 in revenue. Now, if you could put a couple $1,000 in a slot machine, pull the handle, and $500,000 comes out, how many times would you feed the slot machine? Thank you. All day, every day. And this is where a lot of us are wrong. Like, my customers don't want to hear from me more than once per quarter or once a year, or they're getting annoyed and unsubscribing. Who cares? What's the job of my marketing? It's to get you to either take action or get the hell off of my list. Anything else is not valuable. For Amazon sales, though, we're collecting customer data and we're sending emails. I don't do postcards anymore. I've stepped up my game. We're doing emails and we're seeing similar results. We even use SMS and text message marketing to do this. How many of you here are on one of my email lists? Okay, not enough of you. How many of you are on my text list? How many of you are pissed off when I send voice broadcast to your voicemail? Antonio, you know how to unsubscribe, right? Just kidding. You can't get off of the Ferris wheel. The results are very similar using email, no matter what type of media we use. Email, text, we do voice broadcast for webinar reminders, but you can't do any of this magic without what? The customer list. So now let's talk about TOS and get that out of the way. How many of you in this room honestly believe that having a relationship with your customers from Amazon is against terms of service? Truthfully. No one? Okay, a couple of you. I mean, we've heard war stories, right? It's like, oh, I used a product insert and I lost my account and now I'm out of business. That's common. It's not the product insert that creates the problem. It's what you do with the information on the insert or how you try to circumvent Amazon's ordering process or review process. That's what's against terms of service. To stay within terms of service, we have to create a situation where the customer chooses to engage our brand. Does this make sense? And the simplest way to start collecting the customer list is to include a product insert with your product. But here's what I'm seeing in your packages that are getting you shut down for using product inserts. You're trying to circumvent the ordering process or manipulate reviews or trick the ranking algorithm. This is 100% against terms of service. If you're trying to manipulate your ranking by using some black hat hack, or you try to bribe your customers, you know who you are, to get an honest, unbiased review, then you're breaking terms of service, and they will catch you. And they have caught some of you. All we really need to do is give value and keep the customer's experience top priority. It's about them. It's not about us, the seller. It's about the end user's experience and world-class customer support. Somebody say amen. Hey, I got some good Baptists in here. I can tell because the front row is empty. Hey, there we go. We do have some Baptists. I've launched over 1,000 unique private label products. I've created hundreds and hundreds of inserts for myself and the clients we work with. And eventually we developed a formula for creating inserts that actually work. And here's what I figured out. Every single product, every one of them and every variation serves a unique customer. And to create a product insert that converts, you must think about your customer's perspective. And you have to ask this very important question. You must put yourself in the mind of your customers and say, what offer would be so compelling that my customer would literally drop everything she's doing and take action immediately? Yes, somebody's speed reading me. All right, who can re-quote that question for me for 50 bucks? Anyone? Yes, sir. Whatever you say is going to be a winner. Just say something. Yes, give him a hand. Come up here and get your money. What are you going to do with all this money, man? Tell them your name again. Demir. What are you going to do with all that money?
Spend it on college.
On college. That's a good choice. Education. I might have to pick him again. What offer would be so compelling that at the point of opening your package, your customer would drop what she's doing and take action immediately? There are also, of course, a lot of psychological triggers that we can use to boost your opt-ins. But at the core, you must have a mafia offer. And I talk about this pretty extensively in my book, Private Label Millionaire Secrets. Who hasn't read this? Would you like to have one, Mariana? You have not read it, though? Oh, who has not read this? Yes. Yes, sir, right there. I saw him first. Come grab this. You're a winner, chicken dinner. He's got 50 bucks and a buck. There you go. You must create a mafia offer. What is a mafia offer? Thank you, my Godfather fans out there. It's an offer that your customer will actually feel stupid saying no to. So, what is a mafia offer for $50? Yes, Lisa. Come on, I really want you. Yes, an offer you can't refuse. Come here. Well, it's an offer that they feel stupid saying no to. Come get your money. Give her a hand. This is Lisa from Rich Momentum. All right. A mafia offer is so good that your customer will feel stupid. There, she just, yes! Good job. Nice. Now you're squirming a little, aren't you? It's an offer they feel stupid saying no to. A mafia offer speaks directly to your customer's core desire. Speaks to them. It's not just a bland, generic offer that may or may not appeal to your customer. When we got this right, guys, our opt-ins went from 1% to over 88%. Just look at these opt-in rates, 97, 87, 69. Has anyone seen these kind of opt-ins? Never? Okay. Well, you will if you just listen to this. Once you create a mafia offer, you no longer have a product insert. You have what I call an attention-getting marketing device. Sounds a lot better, doesn't it? All right. Finally, I want to talk about taking control of your customer's journey. Every single one of your customers, no matter what you're selling, is on his or her own journey. You understand that? It's not up to us to answer his question. It's up to us as sellers to ask the question and then get in front of that journey and control as much of that journey as you possibly can. And that's what we're doing with follow-up emails, follow-up direct mail, text messages, postcards. You should create a unique and more profitable relationship with every single one of your customers along every step of your flow. This step-by-step process is developed over many, many months, but it's constantly tweaked and optimized for best results. Now, here's a quick question. How many of you here have a physical product or a physical storefront somewhere? You do? You used to? I know my friend Melanie here, she just opened a boutique hotel in Southampton, UK. And we're all invited, right? What an amazing entrepreneur. You have to ask to see the pictures. It's amazing. If you had a physical storefront, you would never expect to have just one transaction with each customer that walked in the door, would you? If you're smart, you're going to try to get them to come back in and purchase again and again. And this is not something I invented. This is just called a business, guys. And why should your Amazon business be treated any differently? It shouldn't. Here's the real difference. While most sellers are out there making sales so they can create customers, what we're doing is we're creating customers so that we can make sales. You guys see the difference? Carlos is either praying or sneezing. What was it? Oh. This advice that I'm telling you today about growing customer lists, it's literally the exact same advice that I give my own children every day. This young man right here, I got to brag about him, Missouri. This guy, this is Cash. That sucker's 15 years old, and he's big. Do what? He's huge. He's bigger than Carlos and I put together, and he's on fire for business, and I counsel him about it every single day. It's the same strategy. This kid has SMS lists. When he sends out a blast, he generates several $1,000s in sales in just a few minutes. Yeah, how many of you can say that when you were 15? I know you will. This guy's got $150 already. This strategy will significantly increase your Amazon sales in a way that most sellers are not taking advantage of. And the only reason I can say that with 100% certainty is because I literally see it every single day in businesses and brands just like yours with clients we work with all around the world. Let's just admit, if we want to get different results, we have to be willing to take different actions, right? Is this a little bit different? And I know that if you included a mafia offer to your product and accelerate your customer acquisition, you're going to make a lot more money and you're going to have a lot more valuable brand. Look at him. He's attracted to them $100 bills falling. You like that? There are 3 more core pillars that I've used to hit and build massive businesses, like 53 brands on Amazon. And it just so happens that you're in the right place at the right time, because if you've enjoyed this limited time with me today, obviously it's impossible for me to share everything in 30 minutes, right? Well, next week I'm doing a webinar and you're all invited to it. How many of you want to learn a little bit more about these strategies? Yes. In a passive environment, you can log in anonymously if you want. You're invited. In fact, for the live stream, this is fine, but on the recording, I want you guys to promise me you're not going to share the information I'm about to give you on the next couple slides. We all promise we're going to keep it between us? We're exclusive, right? Get your phone out. This is my call to action. Let me see your phones like a Def Leppard concert. Let's hold them up in the air as high as you can. You've already been there. All right. I have this private Zoom meeting that I'm doing for 60 minutes next week, and you're all invited. No, you cannot bring a friend. No, you can't share this on Facebook. It's very limited seating, but I'm going to go through a 60-minute deep dive of my 3 core secrets, and you're never going to get an opportunity to see this again unless you're flying to Barcelona with me tomorrow morning. Anybody want to go to Spain? All right. We're leaving at 7 a.m. It's coming up. So if you go to Shawn'sTopSecrets.com or scan the QR code, you'll get exclusive access to this private Zoom expose. This is a very limited time. So don't just sit there and say, oh, I'll just do this later. It's all good. And those of you on the live stream, Shawn'sTopSecrets.com, and that'll get you in on this Zoom call, and I'll see you there. As soon as you register, you're also going to download a PDF copy of my latest 2 books, yours for free, or you can pay $24.99 on Amazon. Shawn'sTopSecrets.com. If you want to download this entire slide deck, you can scan this QR code or go to this URL, pppro.co. That's 3 P's in there, pppro.co/MIA. Is that Miami or Missing in Action? 2023. Any questions? I have 5 minutes left. I think I have 5 minutes left. I have a timer over here. Okay? Yes, Melanie. My second favorite person in the world. Who's my first? Me. Sorry, honey. She's watching the live stream.
On direct marketing. So how do you deal with that when you've got, like from our business point of view, our clients are sort of like located in 64 countries across the globe. How do you reach out when you talk about direct marketing to them?
Well, you're talking specifically about GDPR?
Yeah.
Okay, so her question is, how do you retarget the customers in the countries that don't allow retargeting through email? And the simple answer is you don't. We retarget, 80% of our business is in the US and Canada. So we have, even though we have canned spam laws in the US, we actually have laws against text messaging on Saturdays and things like that. But it's a lot easier to get away with in the US. We have clients overseas who do use this type of marketing, but we never advocate for that because it is against the rules. So great question. Does that answer your question, Melanie? Okay. About the service? I love you. Okay, so she asked me if we could talk about the service, how we help sellers. So basically what we do at Post Purchase Pro is we're a complete, I should say, robust post-purchase marketing agency. So all we do, to keep it super simple, you create sales on Amazon, we make every one of your Amazon customers more valuable through follow-up campaigns where we send them back to your store to create more sales. Now, of course, there's several different ways we do that, but as a service, that's what we do at Post Purchase Pro. Thank you. Yes. So Mariana, she's asking me, do we help with inserts? We actually do everything from insert design, funnel page building, email follow-up sequences, list management, all of that. Well, that's not what we're here for. I'm here to help you do it for yourself. But if you're like me, you don't like to mow your own grass or wash your own boat, yes, we can do it for you. Yes, sir.
The concern, of course, would be, like you say, hey, people, they should be on the list, if not, then get off the list. What would happen then afterwards? How to, convince the Amazon sellers? What are the steps that you're taking then that isn't that the sellers, that the buyers, that they would come back and actually, yes, purchase them out?
Okay, so the question is, how do we compel the buyer to actually come back? It's simple. We provide tremendous value with educational and entertaining content that always ends with an offer to purchase more, maybe a coupon code or maybe a BOGO offer. But every single time we get in front of an audience, your customer, it's always give, and then, oh yeah, by the way, you can go here and save 5%, anything in my store if you want to purchase. Here's the thing that you have to remember when it comes to follow-up marketing. How many of you here have ever eaten a McDonald's hamburger? I know we're in Miami and everybody has to be skinny and sexy, but let's just tell the truth. How many of you have eaten a McDonald's? The rest of you are lying to me. Well, maybe not Antonio. They have McDonald's in Brazil? But do you stop at McDonald's every single time you see the golden arches? No. But does that stop McDonald's from marketing? Your customer is not always going to be ready to make a follow-up purchase. But it's up to you to be top of mind, front and center, when the purchase decision comes up, and be the obvious go-to choice on Amazon to purchase or refer a friend. Great question, Sebastian.
And
You can.
How much effort is it to bring all this additional value to the customers?
How much
For us,
effort?
How much effort? What do we need to do?
If you needed to do that, you would probably have to dedicate, either hire one additional staff member to do all this for you full time, or you can do a half-hearted effort, adding another, I'd say, 10 hours per week to your existing workload. Or you can just hire professionals to do it. And you know how to do that now, right? Thanks to Mariana. Thank you, Mariana. Any other questions?
What do you feel like is a dollar amount to get that response, to get that?
How much?
Coupon code or a specific dollar amount, like if you're gonna give a product away.
Okay, great question. So again, what kind of offer do we create? A Mafia offer? What we do, if we're doing this for you, okay, and you can do the same thing on your own, what we do is we create a unique offer that's a huge value proposition where your customer, just like I said, would say, oh my gosh, I have to stop what I'm doing right now and take immediate action. And that varies with the product, the category, the size of the product, the price of the product. So we create a unique offer for every single product in every category. And it has to be something that's relevant. Like I always say, if you buy a Mercedes-Benz and I'm sending you marketing messages for a BMW, you probably don't care, right? So it has to be relevant, has to be consistent with a consistent cadence, and you always have to deliver value. If I'm sending you emails and all I want to do is sell you, then you're probably going to unsubscribe and say, that guy's annoying. I don't want to deal with this brand. All right. But if I train you to open my emails by sending valuable content, information, and entertaining content, then you look forward to opening the emails and engaging. And at that moment in time, when you're ready to make a purchase decision, we become the obvious best choice. Will all of your customers purchase again? No. And all of your customers won't opt in. But we only focus on that core segment of your customer list who does opt in and look forward to hearing from you again and re-engaging your brand. All right, we have time for more questions. I got one right here.
So my question is, if customer goes and complains to Amazon, oh, they're sending me 2 emails, they ask me, what can
Yeah.
Amazon?
So she's talking about terms of service. What happens if a customer complains? So we've launched over 1,000 private label products. We've created 53 brands for myself, and we work with between 600 and 1,000 sellers all over the world at any given time. And we've never one time had anyone get cut off or shut down or lose their account from what we're doing. You have to remember, Mariana, I'm getting that R down, aren't I? We're not saying go leave a review. We're not saying help me with a rebate. We're not doing anything that circumvents Amazon's terms of service. The only thing we're doing is enhancing the end user's experience with our product by creating world-class customer support. And at the end of the day, that's what Amazon really wants. They enjoy our marketing because we're positioning our product to be the obvious best choice, and we're sending the daggone traffic back to Amazon. They love us. So we're not having any problems with terms of service, but that's a great question. How we doing, boss? It's time. All right, guys, I'll be hanging out here most of the day. If you have any questions, come talk to me.
Thank you very much. Give it up for Shawn Hart.
Woo! This one's yours.
Thank you very much.
That's way too much fun. Need another slot. Hey,
Oh, yeah. First time ever, yeah.
how you doing?
Good. Killed it.
Thank you. I enjoy it.
I got up here on the line and he said, he got up here, he's on fire. He said,
That's hilarious. So the live stream, you guys watched the fire drill, right? It was fake. All right, take care. See you in Barcelona.
All right.